Hello, gals and pals. I am back with Coffee Talk Thursday number 3. And I have got my big old mug of coffee with my awesome Bailey's. It's called Chocolatini Creamer in it. Awesome. So, a few things I want to talk about today. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Actually, before I do, let me just say that, okay, I was gonna put on some makeup for this, but I figured, because it's like, took a shower, and I'm sitting there, my hair was still wet, and I'm sitting here, like, looking in the mirror, and I'm like, okay, and I was mapping out, like, okay, how I want to kind of fill in my eyebrows, and now I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm like, I'm not going to put on any makeup today, because I figured, okay, you know what, why just put on makeup, because then right after I film, I'm going to take it right off again, because there's no place that I have to go today, and it is day off number 1 from work this week, so I'm like, screw it. I'm like, I'm just not going to put on makeup, but I just want you to know, I had initially planned to. So if it bothers you that, like, I'm not wearing makeup in most of these Coffee Talk Thursdays, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to put it on, like I said, just to take it right off. I'm like, no, let my skin rest, because when I do tutorials, those of you who are subscribed and follow my channel, and I will get into all that in a second, because there's a lot of things that I'm, like, mass excited about today. But know that I don't do, like, standard makeup tutorials. I do, like, gory, monstrous, kind of different, special effects type looks, because that's the kind of stuff that I love to do, and this channel is the perfect outlet that allows me to do that, because it's fun. Okay, now, speaking of my channel, I had posted something 3 days ago, that I was gonna, it was on my personal page. I didn't want to post it on my public page for this channel, because I was like, it had a major moment of frustration, because, it's like when you're busting your tail, because if you guys notice, it's like I had initially said for 2015 I was going to do tutorials twice a week and then a vlog every Thursday. Well, this vlog on my lovely Coffee Talk Thursday is going to cover a lot, so be forewarned, this video is probably going to be a little long, but it just, I was like, okay, I'm busting my tail, like, rolling out videos 3 times a week, and it just seemed like the subscribers, weren't coming in, and I know that there are, like, tons of YouTubers out there that have channels, and they've probably gone through the same moments of frustration as well, like, what the hell am I doing wrong, right? It's like, am I just not entertaining enough to where people want to watch, or is it something about my personality that people don't like, or whatever? Okay, now, I have come to this conclusion, and I want to let anyone else that's out there thinking the same thing, you know what? Screw it. Do what you love to do, because as an artist, it's like, you have to, if you have that creative side of you, you always have to fulfill that, because if you don't, you kind of feel like there's this empty kind of something missing. You're not, like, unhappy, but you're not fully happy because you're not allowing yourself to take your creativity to the fullest. So the thing is that taking the steps to make a YouTube channel and being in front of the camera and knowing that, a lot of people are going to view this, well, in my case, not like tons, but yet, I would like to say yet, I'm hopeful and, trying to think positive, so yet, but it takes a lot to do that. And when I first started doing tutorials and vlogs and what have you, it was difficult, because I had never been in front of the camera before, and I got really nervous, and I feel like it was just like a big clusterfuck, because I felt like, okay, I was trying to talk too fast, like, and I started tripping over my words, and it was, kind of a big old mess. But I've gotten to the point now where I'm a lot more comfortable doing it, and the thing is that I just got frustrated, and I got a little down on myself, so I was like, you know what, what the hell, you kind of get to this point like, what the hell am I even doing this for? But this is what happens, okay? I might not have like tons of followers yet, but you know what? And this is something that I have realized previously as well. It's like I haven't been doing my YouTube channel for that long. I haven't been doing tutorials for that long because I started a YouTube channel like a couple years ago. That's when I initially started doing it. But what happened was, and it had a totally different name, but what happened was because my self-confidence in front of the camera was like nil, I ended up shutting the channel down. Not once, but twice. Excuse me, because I was like, you know, because I would get that itch to film, like, okay, I want to film a tutorial. And also, it's like, my makeup skills from then to now, with the looks that I do, have improved so much. Now, here's the thing. It's like, and I realized, okay, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have had their channels up for a year or more. So, of course, they've rolled out a lot more videos and have had a lot more time invested, so they're going to have more subscribers. Now, I just got kind of a little impatient and was wondering, like, yeah, my main thought was, like, what the hell am I doing wrong, you know? But here's the thing. And this all connects together, so bear with me. The supporters that I do have, okay, are so freaking awesome. And they really, I mean, just to have the people, you know, that do believe in me and that do have that faith in me, it's, you know what I mean, that has got to be my main focus, because it means, it's like I can't really put it into words because it means a lot more than I can probably express to you guys, but it's just really, every compliment that I get, every word of encouragement that I've gotten just in the past couple days alone, and, you know, in the past, I'm like, wow, you know, it's like, I didn't think that I had, it's like I knew I had, like, support and so on and so forth, but just to have you guys tell me, like, some of the comments that you left, like, you know what, don't give up, you're awesome, to give me, like, different suggestions, and be like, you know what, don't stop posting. One friend of mine who I want to mention, Chris Seltzer, right now, thank you, Chris. Chris was like, you know what, you keep it up, we believe in you, always have, and I'm like, sorry, I'm like, I get really emotional about it because I'm like, wow, you know, I'm like, thank you, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. So it does mean a lot. So I'm like, okay, you know what, screw it. It doesn't matter because, okay, it's not quantity, it's quality. I'm like, you know what, I do have supporters out there, and the supporters I do have, and you guys know who you are, you're awesome. You are so freaking awesome. And I'm running a contest right now because I figured this might be a really cool way to not, because I have a problem, like, not like humbling myself, that's not it at all, but I just have a problem, like, it's called, like, it's a little phrase I like to call shameless self-promotion, because I'll tell you what, like, I try and support, like, other people that will send me invites to, like, their page and stuff and so on and so forth, because I feel like, you know what, if you're going to ask for support, be prepared to give it back. That's not always the case with everyone, so I can only speak for myself, but I just have a problem, like, you know, tagging people in things that, like, you know, without their permission, like, don't want to be tagged or whatever, unless it's a post directly involving them. I'm like, I can't do that shit. And maybe that's the problem. But it's like asking for subscribers. It's like, yeah, because every video I do, I'll be like, you know what, please give me a thumbs up and comment and subscribe because it really helps me out. And I tell you guys that at the end of every video, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. And that's okay, because here's the thing. I do have supporters. And I'm really freaking grateful for the supporters that I do have. So because of you guys, I've always said that as long as there are people watching my tutorials and enjoying them, you know what, that is ultimately what matters the most. And how could I possibly quit, you know, or stop doing tutorials with you guys? Because, you know, I'm like, you guys are so awesome. And this goes on further because my contest, going back into that. I'm sorry if this is a little scattered. I just have a lot to cover in this vlog, and I'm trying to, like, think of everything as I go here. I'm like, oh yeah, and oh yeah, so bear with me. A contest I have going is like, okay, I'm running a contest, and it is whoever can get me the most subscribers, and I'm running it until the end of February. So it will be shut down. The contest will officially be closed on the 28th of February, which is Saturday, and I will post the winner on March 2nd, which is that following Monday. So, you guys have got time, but I was like, you know, whoever can get me the most subscribers, you will get, and that means, like, just sharing my channel, and please just pass the word along. That's all I'm asking you to do, but you're going to win something for it, because whoever can get me the most subscribers by the end of next month is going to get a surprise gift package from me. And I'm not talking it's going to be like some, you know, teeny little gift package like, here you go, you know, like, here's a makeup brush. No, I am planning on, you know what, and I will alter it to whether it is a male or a female that wins, but, and you know what, if there's a tie, there's a freaking tie, because there was a tie. I ran a contest for Name My Channel when I first started doing this channel, and I did have a tie between two people, so they both got something. So, because hey, I want to be fair, and I'm like, you know what, you helped me out, so here's some awesome free stuff. So, but it will be some good stuff. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, because that's all the element of the word surprise. So, I just thought that that would be a really cool way to maybe get some new subscribers, maybe entice people to, like, share my channel and stuff a little bit more. And you know what? So far, so good. First of all, there's a few people that I want to mention. I have a few new subscribers, and first of all, okay, don't think that those of you who have been subscribed to me for a while that I don't appreciate you. No. And there goes my nose. I swear to God. Every time I film, like, without fail, my nose starts itching at some point. I appreciate every single one of you guys that has subscribed. But I also, and I give a shout out to you guys, but I also like to give a shout out to, like, new subscribers, especially those who, like, you know, it's like if your YouTube channel is public, then I can see your name. If it's not, I can't. But I love it, like, if their YouTube channel is public, so then I can give you a shout out and say, hey, thank you. So I want to say thank you to Shannon McGraw and Metavon from the band Lockjaw. And as you guys know, I am a big supporter of Lockjaw as well. They are a Wisconsin hell rock band. So I've been a supporter of Lockjaws for a real long time, and I'll put the link to their Facebook page and their website in the description box below, because I love their music, because they're really awesome. And so Metavon recently subscribed, so thank you, Shannon, and thank you, Metavon. And my friend Tammy Simpson, okay, I love her. That's all I can say, really, because there's not enough wonderful things that I can say about her. So I love her to death. She shared my channel, and this morning, it is a Kool-Aid grinning kind of day, because this morning I'm having my coffee, and Tammy had shared, you know, popped on Facebook to, like, see, you know, check to see what's going on, and you know, I check my email in the morning and so on and so forth, and she shared my channel, and she had a friend of hers, Denise McKnight, who is also a new subscriber, so thank you. She gets a shout out too. her friend Denise was just left like the most awesome compliments. Said that I should be on like Face Off on like the Sci-Fi Channel, and I'm like, holy shit, I should. Because it's not that I don't have fun with the looks I do. I'm just like, wow. So like she shared my channel, and I have another new subscriber. So you know what? Here's the thing. I am not ashamed to say this, because I'm like, you know what? My subscribers, the number has risen. I'm at 22 subscribers now, and you know what? That might seem small potatoes to some people, but to me, I'm freaking ecstatic about it. So, because every subscriber counts. So thank you, you guys. Thank you, Tammy, and thank you, Denise, and thank you, Metavon and Shannon, and thank you to all of you other awesome peeps who support me. My friend Dina in New York has always been a big supporter. And I have a couple, okay, here's another thing. I have a couple pals who are drag queens. Very good ones. And they're subscribed to my channel as well. Now, one of them, his name is Jason, but he goes by Fantasia Saxton. I've always thought that some of these drag queens are just phenomenal with their makeup. And this was a while back, but I will never forget this. Fantasia, or let's just say Jason. Jason actually told me, he says, you know what, you're getting really good, so keep it up. And it's like, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I've always admired the way that like he does his makeup. So when you have someone, a drag queen, tell you, hey, you know what, you're getting really good, I'm just like, ching. So that meant a lot. So that's how you guys know that, you know what, every bit of support that you give me means a lot. Every video you watch and give a thumbs up means a lot, I'm not gonna lie, I did have my moment of frustration this week, like, oh, maybe I should hold off for a while and just kind of like, but I'm like, now, I'm like, wow, because I know my friend Chris Seltzers and his wife, they watch my tutorials. His wife Natalie watches them with, because Chris has two little ones. He has Logan and Sadie, and his wife Natalie watches them with Sadie. I'm like, oh. I actually met this awesome little gal. She has been a friend of my husband's for a long time. Her name is Chrissy Clark. Her boys, Jonah and Holden, watch my tutorials too, and she's like, they told their mom, someone famous. I'm like, that's so cute. So I'm like, that means so much, and I can't go into that too much because I'm a really sentimental person, and I'll start bawling. But it's really, I'm like, wow. And to have my friend Tammy tell me, hey, you know what, I believe in you. I'm like I'm your biggest fan. I'm like, oh, like, you guys are awesome, because that means that you're taking the time. I can't freaking talk today. That means that you're taking the time to sit down and watch my tutorials and my vlogs, and you listen to what I have to say, and if you like the stuff that I do, and I'm like, that's awesome. So you know what? Here's the bottom line. What the hell more could I ask for? You know what I mean? Honestly, what more could I ask for? Nothing. I'm a pretty freaking happy camper today. Period. Take a sip of coffee. Pardon me. Oh, yeah. So really, I couldn't ask for much more. So, in my worst moments, of like frustration, I have to just remember that, hey, you know what? You got supporters. So, suck it up, Buttercup. Get off your ass and keep doing those tutorials. So you know what? Yep, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go back to, I'm going to stick to my original plan for 2015. I am going to do tutorials twice a week, and a coffee talk vlog every Thursday, because you know what, it's fun for me, and as long as you guys are watching them and enjoying them, and you know what, and the support, I swear to God, I'm getting so sentimental, I'm like, I'm gonna cry. But no, it's like a good cry, because I'm just, you know what, it means a lot. I'm a pretty, humble person when it comes to that, so I'm like, wow, thank you for believing in me. There you go. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. You guys are like, man, Mercy Work makeup is a big old baby. You know what? Sometimes there are just things that hit me really hard, and but no, it means a lot. So thank you, you guys, very much. So there you go. Another thing I want to talk about. Gosh, I'm glad I didn't put makeup on now, because oh my gosh. I know waterproof mascara is like a beautiful thing and all, but man, there'd be like mascara running down my face. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, good, it was a good thing I didn't wear makeup for this. But yeah, so you guys just know, thanks so much for all your support. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed. I'm really looking forward. I hope that all of you do participate in this contest and take an interest, because I'm really anxious to kind of see how that turns out. So, and like I said, I'm at 22 subscribers. So, and my Facebook page, in the past about week, it's jumped to about 4 more likes. So, thank you. Really, put it on my heart. Thank you. So, that's all I can say, because I'm like, you're like, oh, you're not going to start freaking crying again. No, not yet. But, so there's that. Another thing, I talk about this a lot, and let me just, diffuse this right now. I have gotten some nasty comments about it, and of course they don't have the guts to post a public comment on like a tutorial or my page or anything, but they're gonna write me a message about it. And because I always include the link to the Brandon Bittner Memorial Facebook page, because I'm a big supporter of that, and people have made some stupid ass comments. So you know what? If you're one of those people and you feel like you're gonna make a stupid ass comment about this is for you right now. So sorry, but refrain. Okay? I don't care what you think. And if you're the type of jackass that's gonna say something, stupid about a memorial Facebook page, then you know what? You're a jerk. Bye. Bye-bye. And that's putting it about as PG-13 as I possibly can right now. So, I talked about him before. Brandon Bittner, his story profoundly affected me. He took his own life in 2010 by, he walked 7 miles from his house at 3 o'clock in the morning on November 5th, 2010, and threw himself in front of a tractor trailer and committed suicide. He left a 3-page suicide note to his mother, who, by the way, is my friend Tammy Simpson. That is Brandon's mother. Okay? So, and let me just, I'll talk about Tammy a little bit more after I say this, but, he was relentlessly bullied for 4 years, and just got to the point where he didn't see it ending. And he was an accomplished violinist. I mean, he was 14 years old. This child was 14 years old, okay, and had mastered the violin, mastered the electric violin. He could play by ear. He was an honor roll student, and had huge heart. Everything that Tammy has told me about him and everything that I have read about him, he was just the sweetest kid. And, people said some really, just really relentlessly just would not leave this kid alone. called him, emo, goth, sissy, faggot, all that bullshit, because that's what it is. That's bullshit. And first of all, let me just say that I loved his style, okay? Because, I mean, for a 14-year-old kid, he could do some awesome stuff with eyeliner that I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? I know I would have loved him to death, and we would have been sitting here, I would have been like, you know what? Okay, we would have been exchanging makeup tips. You know what I mean? He was just a kid after my own heart, and it's such a shame, and beyond, that he was pushed to that point. And it's such a tragedy that there are so many young kids that have taken their own lives because they've been relentlessly bullied. It takes so much more to reach out a hand in friendship to somebody that you don't know and get to know that person. The judgment passing shit is just pathetic. I don't get it. And it's worse, it's worse than when I was in middle school and high school. Because now there's the internet and cell phones. I mean, it's like they can't get away from it. It's, it follows them home. It follows them everywhere. And at the young ages that they are, it's really difficult for them. They're still, finding out who they are and, expressing themselves and everything. They don't have, the emotional capacity at that age to be able to blow it off. And I'm sorry, relentless means relentless. It's like, I could see like one or two nasty comments, it would be a lot easier maybe to blow off, but not relentlessly. Not every day. Not knowing that every day you try and wake up with a positive attitude and you go to school and, there's people who don't even know you, are picking on you. I've never been able to comprehend how people who bully can treat someone so, wickedly freaking bad and then, go home and feel good about themselves, I think a lot of it, my theory is just a lot of it is, their own insecurity. Sometimes maybe they were bullied and then the bullied becomes the bullier. And bullier, is that a word? Well, whatever, it is today. So, but whatever reasoning, there's no excuse to, relentlessly pick on somebody. And everybody has their own style, okay? And if it freaking bothers you so much, don't look at the person, but don't pick on them either. And also, bystanders, okay? Very big on the bystander issue as well. Don't be a bystander. If you see somebody being bullied, I'm not saying, you gotta jump in and, try and kick everyone's ass, but you know what? Don't let it happen. Don't let it go on. There's also strength in numbers. I just can't understand. People witnessed Brandon Bittner being bullied, and nobody said shit. Nobody did shit. And that's the problem. I just don't be a bystander. You know what I mean? Just put yourself in that person's position for 5 seconds. Think about how you would feel. Reach out a hand in friendship to someone. Get to know that person. Let them know that, you know what? I'm here if you want to talk. What can I do? What can I do to help you? Because there's no reason why somebody needs to be relentlessly bullied. There's no excuse for it. People are freaking cruel. I can't, and I can't understand it. I mean, you know what? I was bullied when I was in middle school and high school. And it was a lot of the bullying that took place was by people that I didn't know. That's the most rotten freaking feeling in the world. Because, you know, it's just that heartbreaking frustration of, you know what, how can they hate me? They don't even know me, you know? So just, I put the link to his memorial Facebook page at the end of every tutorial, and I will put it in this the description box below of all my vlogs as well, so it will be in this one. So please go to his page and read his story and show your support against bullying, because that's just not right. Any way you put it. I don't give a shit what the reasoning is, like, oh, well, I bully this person because I don't like the way they dress. I bully this person because I don't like the color of their hair. Who gives a fuck what you like and what you don't like, okay? Live and let live, okay? You don't know that person. That person didn't do anything to you. It's like, you know what? How about you stop being a chicken shit and get to know them and see there's so much more inside someone's heart than just a surface impression. So, there you go. That's pretty much what I can say on that. It's just, it's so gut-wrenching to think about, you know, all the beautiful kids who have, young kids who have taken their own lives, you know, because it got that bad. And I don't believe the shit when people say, oh, you know what, they just need to toughen up, they need to suck it up or whatever. You know what? At the age that they are, and if you're being relentlessly bullied every day, yeah, suck it up. Really? Toughen up? No, that's... how? That's freaking impossible. And, I'm sorry, I don't believe in that at all. So, obviously, I'm anti-bullying. I don't know, I would never want to, like, intentionally hurt anybody's feelings. Seriously, I have, I'm way too sentimental to just, you know, there's no way. And also, like, being bullied myself, I know how it feels. You know, I mean, let's get real, kids. You know, I'm all grown up now, and I still get, you know, bullied by people. Okay, short story. I, had to go into the doctor just for, like, a checkup. You know, they want to check, you know, your eyes and your ears, and, you know, check to see if, like, you know, you're breathing and all that other shit. So, went into the doctor's office, and there was this lady sitting kind of like catty corner when I walked into, like, the reception area. She was sitting there, like, giving me this whole, just, like, look of wicked fucking death. Like, I just walked in there, and this is after, you know, I mean, my hair used to be, you guys know, my hair has been blue, my hair has been green, my hair has been, like, 3 different colors. It's, you know what I mean? It's been blood red, you know, but no, this is after the whole jet black took place, and she just gave me this look like I just fucked up her whole day, and it really, I mean, first of all, it makes you feel, it kind of has a tendency to make you feel like you're about that big, and she's, like, sitting in the doctor's office, like, I swear to God, this broad was, like, teasing her hair and putting on her makeup and everything, and I'm just like, and, but I mean, man, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there, you know, like, waiting to be called, like, after I checked in, and she's still, like, shooting me dirty looks. She's looking around her makeup mirror at me, and I kid you not, I had the urge, I really had the urge to get up and walk over to her and be like, you know what? I don't know what your fucking problem is, but you know what? You're being a rotten bitch and you don't even know me. So you know what? If you don't like the way I look, don't freaking look at me. You know, but I knew, like, you know what? If I open my mouth, I'm going to get way too upset and she's not even worth it. So I just kind of shrugged it off, you know. The only thing that I did do is when I actually had to I had to pass her because she was like still sitting there in the waiting room, like when I was done, you know. So I'm walking out and she looked at me and I just looked at her and I was like, I did. I laughed at her. That really pissed her off. But it still, I'm like, how can people be so you know, freaking childish? But they do, you know. There's just something, I mean, she just didn't, I don't know what the hell she didn't like about the way I looked, but she just didn't, man. And she, like I said, I screwed up her whole day. It's like, sorry. But the point is just, you know what, don't let anybody try and tell you how to dress or how to look or whatever. You know what I mean? Keep that self-confidence in yourself, because if that is your way of just, you know what, outwardly expressing yourself, and that's how you're comfortable, go for it. I think individuality is a beautiful thing. It really is. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of guts and a lot of confidence not to run with the pack, or what I call the statistical norm. So, you know what? Stay strong and just realize, like I did, because, you know, you have that decision to make. It's like, should I say something or should I just walk away? It's like, no, I walked away. Just realize that, you know what, people are jackasses, and it pisses them off more if you don't get upset. Because I'm telling you, this bitch was furious. So just, you know what I mean? And okay, like me with my makeup channel, like I said, it takes a lot to do this, because in the beginning I was real camera shy, and now obviously not so much. So this is who I am. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna apologize for how I look. I'm not gonna apologize to anybody for that. It's like, you don't like it, don't look. That's all I can tell you. And you know what? Nobody else should have to apologize for the way that they look either. I don't give a shit, like, what your style is. You know what I mean? If you are, I guess what they call emo. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell you, you know what? The emo the stuff that they do with their hair is, like, phenomenal. I love, like, what they call, like, scene haircuts. I think they're so cute. Or goth, or, you know what, or you're just what you call, like, Joe or Jane normal or whatever. I don't care. You know what? If you're a good person and you have a good heart, then you know what? That's all that matters. And here again, it's like, who the fuck am I to judge? You know what I mean? So there you go. That's just some things that, you know what, these are things that I definitely want to talk about today. It kind of all ties in together with the whole self-confidence. And now you know how I feel about bullying, and there you go. So, yep. And it's like, and I know that I'm like, they're like, do you ever shut up? And sometimes, no. When it's subjects that I feel strongly about, no. So, there's that. And, but yeah, I mean, my thing is, like, how can I possibly quit doing tutorials and stuff, knowing that, you know what, even though I have, you know, it might not be like a huge number right now, but you know what, the supporters I do have are awesome. So I'm going to keep on keeping on. So thank you to everyone once again. Oh, and before I close this out about Brandon's mother, Tammy, after everything that she has been through with losing her son and everything, she still has, like, the biggest heart and has the ability to laugh and enjoy life and smile and everything else. And you know what? I give her so much credit for still being able to trust people and still have a big heart, and to, you know what, for all her strength, because she is an advocate against bullying as well. She continues to tell Brandon's story because that was one of his wishes. He wanted his story to be told, and he asked his mom, you know, please try and make sure, you know, if you can save one kid, don't let this happen to anybody else. And she continues to do that. So he wanted his voice heard. She is his voice. And she continues to, you know, make sure that his story is shared and continues to fight the fight against bullying. So I give her all the credit in the world. And she's an awesome person. And she's got an awesome sense of humor. So you gotta love her. All the people that I hold near and dear, you know, you guys are all have your different talents and your different strengths and, you know, your different personalities. Sorry if I start bawling again, but you're all just so awesome. You're just awesome, awesome people, and I'm very, very thankful and grateful to know you guys. So, sorry. So, there you go. What more can be said? Other than the fact that I hope that you guys all participate in the contest. Thank you so much again for about the 50th time. I wish my nose would stop itching because it's really starting to piss me off. I'm like, stop itching! That's another reason why I'm glad I didn't wear makeup, because I'm like rubbing my nose with like my sleeve, because I'm like, I can't scratch, like, you know, and I would have like foundation like all over my shirt. So it was a blessing in disguise. But anyway, please, you know, subscribe to my channel and give us a thumbs up if you like it. And I'm sorry if it dragged on too long for some of you guys, but like I said, I had a lot that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to make sure that I got it all done, because I hate that shit, like when after I do a vlog and I'm like, I forgot to talk about this. But I will be back. Promise, I will be back tomorrow with a tutorial for you guys. And I can go ahead and tell you guys the name of the tutorial right now. I'm going to do a tutorial that I have dubbed the Stitched Up Puppet tomorrow. So I'll be back, and I hope that you guys enjoy that. And I hope that you enjoy my Coffee Talk Thursdays, because I really enjoy being here with you guys. So thank you again so much to everybody who so far has shared my page and who does continue to support me, because like I said, it means the world. So have an awesome Thursday. I will be back with you guys tomorrow. Take care, get your caffeine on, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.